Hello, welcome to CartoonStock's caption contest. Today we have artist Nate Fakes and the usual gang, Lawrence, Joel, and Bob.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. Hello. Hi. Hi, Nate. So we'll do a little background. How long have you been pursuing this through enterprise of cartooning?
Enterprise of cartooning. Yeah, I mean, I'm like most cartoonists. I've always just been drawing, and my big break was in fifth grade. I won the yearbook competition to draw the cover of the elementary school yearbook, and I got paid $5.
Really?
And so from that point on, that just sparked. I was like, wow, you can actually make money off cartooning.
Was it downhill from then, or it was?
That was the highlight of my career, right there. And then it just basically dipped after that. But yeah, so it's been quite a process of just I've worked with
I noticed that looking at your stuff on CartoonStock, you have a lot of cartoons on CartoonStock.
About 3,000 of them. Yeah, it's quite a big.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so when I was looking at them, two things. One is that, Nate did Angel cartoon for our cartoon contest. And my suspicion was that wasn't the first Angel cartoon you ever did. So I did a quick look on CartoonStock. For all you freeloaders, once again, are here on our caption contest thing just to see if you're going to win. I just want to remind everyone, that CartoonStock has a lot of cartoons that people license. They even license every once in a while. Nate, they license one of your cartoons, I'll bet.
Yeah, once we get some out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's Nate's some Angel cartoons that he's done. And I think one of the favorite things that you do, Nate, in terms of your cartoons is which I think is interesting, is that you do a lot of cartoons just with objects, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, inanimate objects.
That's one of his best. That's his bestseller, I think, right there. The grandma one, in terms of
like that.
The grandma phone.
Yeah,
it's so funny. I drew that one probably, 15 years ago, and to this day, it's still at events and everywhere, just one of the more popular cartoons. And I always look at it and like, you know what, it needs an upgrade because I have the old track phones on it.
Yeah, I know. You have a BlackBerry.
Yeah, you have Blackberries.
Yeah.
Now, there was a well-known cartoonist who used to do a strip. I thought his name was Jerry Robinson, who had objects talking to each other. And I guess that's probably a very fertile trope, right? For you to create cartoons from.
Yeah, it's one of those, we all have these inanimate objects lying around, and so it's like, I always think to myself, like, what struggles do they have? What do they go through? What do they need? What's their situation like if they were had to contend with real life situations? And then, I just kind of resort that back to things I deal with. And sometimes you have a pencil talking or a phone that has grandkids or whatever it may be, So.
I always feel the inanimate objects in my life are conspiring against me.
True. That also makes me wonder what they do while I'm sleeping at night. Are they coming? What's happening around the house here? So
like every time I can't. There's a great Bruce Eric Kaplan cartoon. Where the woman is trying to close the Ziploc bag, and the Ziploc bag is saying, "Ain't no way you're going to close me," and that's how I always feel. Although I always thought it was due to incipient dementia, but it turns out I guess other people have problems making these close. Anyway, so it's great to have you here. And
guys.
Why don't we get started looking to see how we tried to solve the problem of the guy with too many halos Not only that, a backpack.
Here is Nate's cartoons. So Bob pretty much summed it up. It's heaven. There's sweets. There's a man with a lot of halos, looking, somewhat innocent, or no, none of these really matter a ton, but he doesn't look like he's running away. He's casually walking around with a ton and somewhat maybe suspicious, or he's got one eyebrow raised, and a semi-concerned woman. Not that their emotions matter so much, but that's sort of kind of how they're portrayed.
Well, the guy who's talking seems a bit upset.
Yeah, he's got an eyebrow raised, and and
his mouth is off to the side a bit.
But the guy with all the halos doesn't seem concerned anyway.
Yeah, this was doing this. This was the one. Normally, I'll have a caption in mind for these, and this was one I actually didn't. So it's interesting. This was fantastic for me to see like what people come up with, because I was looking when I drew it. I just thought it was a funny visual, and yeah, just a questionable kind of guy in the background, and the guy holding all the halos is kind of like So yeah, it's
well. You drew. I looked at your other angel cartoons, your other halo cartoons, and I think this was interesting because you often use a prop. Either it's complete inanimate objects talking to each other, and in this case, the prop is the halo, and you drew the halo differently.
Yeah,
usually your halos will look a little bit like frisbees.
Yeah.
But here they're clearly rings, and probably when you were drawing it, if they weren't ring-like, you couldn't be holding a lot of them easily.
True. Yeah.
So True. He's holding, he's grabbing them. And so in your drawing it here, is this the way you sort of work? Because you say you didn't have a caption for this. Sometimes, you do have captions, and this wouldn't be something, this would be something that would go back and forth, right? You'd be drawing, you'd be doodling. So in the drawing itself, what was going on there? Because to create the picture, and that you've just said, well, I didn't have a caption for it.
Gosh, I don't know. I get asked all the time where these ideas come from, and for this one, it was just one of those. I just sketched it out, and I think just subconsciously, yeah, I'm thinking, it could be more interesting with ring toss or something with the halos the way they are, and
when did the backpack get into it?
Well, I think that was
yeah, I understand. I think you work digitally, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I sketch these out, I just use a really cheap notebook, and I do it the old school way with a pencil and pen, and then I used to always be the old India ink and pencil guy, but this is all digital here now. And yeah, like with the backpack, I'm pretty sure I added that last, I think, because I always kind of comb through them and say, what else could I?
Yeah, I know it adds a little element. And one person, did this thing where they refer to that as the main thing, which originally I had in there but didn't. So why don't we look at what we all came up with?
Yeah, absolutely. So
sounds good. Let's do it.
In this caption, we did have we have 8 that we have matched up. Obviously, that does not mean they'll be the finals, but here are the 8 that we semi-agreed upon. He knows a guy who knows the guy. Little capitalization.
A little bit more of that. He knows a guy who knows a guy who knows the guy.
He knows a guy who knows the guy. Yeah, little capitalization joke.
I mean, there's a little bit more. It's not he knows a guy who knows the guy. Right?
This was the caption.
Wait, Trevor, can you display the captions?
Oh, you can't see this guy? You would rather see it on the list?
Oh, I see it now. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I don't think that. I think you got it wrong. I think there's another part to that, in that he knows a guy who knows a guy who knows the guy.
This is from what was sent to me. I will.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it would obviously, we're not going to change someone's caption.
No, we're not going to
that much. No, he knows a guy who knows the guy is how.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Bob, that's how it was delivered. Maybe
I'm wrong.
You are wrong about that one.
Okay. Well, you're fired.
Careful, Trevor.
Ouch.
I field these from the people. So yeah, so he knows a guy who knows the guy.
All right.
Hell of a poker player. This one came in with two different versions that both became. He's very good at poker.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right away we could kind of remove one of those.
Yeah.
We can do it at the end or right now.
I
No,
like
he's
the second
very
one
good.
because
He's
it
a
ends
very
on,
good. He's a very good
He's-
poker player. Is very good at poker. Is just too flat.
hell of a poker player, which is a little.
I mean, it should have been hell of a. Yeah, it should. What is it? He's a hell of a poker player.
Just hell of a
Yeah, that's better.
Hell of a poker player, or he's a very good poker player.
No, that's terrible.
all right, I'm gonna. I don't want to.
It's not terrible. It's just flat. As
Well, here's the thing. Let me challenge Bob because he can't fire me. I don't work for him. But here's the thing I like about the second version. It ends on the punchline, which is poker.
Right.
But I understand why Bob likes hell of a poker player.
Yeah, the hell. Obviously.
but the actual we can't have hell of a player poker.
No, I'm not suggesting that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just it just raises it. Look, it's not. I would have had hell of a poker player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell of a. That was the one word.
Yeah.
Hell of a poker player.
Maybe not. You know what? We'll leave him because maybe neither will make the final.
Yeah, okay.
We had a favorite. It's his turn to work the door.
I like that.
So he helps out.
Yeah.
There was an
Oh,
accident.
that's awesome.
Puppy.
I like it.
I like the puppy mill.
A little.
I always use that.
All dogs go to heaven there.
I had that originally. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. I didn't catch that when I first read it. Got it. Okay, that's a good one. Love it.
Ever notice how there are less and less of us here?
Yeah, I really love this one. This was one of my favorites.
Little...
Because I'm sure we'll come on to it, but what's really interesting is that there are different problems to solve. Either he's got a lot of halos to give out, or he's acquired a lot of halos, or he's very good. There's three different potential avenues.
Absolutely.
And that's really interesting. And I think this was a really nice one to solve the problem of why he's got so many halos. He's killing
I
people.
thought the darker one maybe I had was something like,
Yeah.
ever notice how many dead angels there are?
Yeah. And I like that one.
And I think that's just funnier because it's very dark and that's what's happening.
Right.
Yeah,
There's-
absolutely.
I don't want to nitpick too much, but do you guys remember an old? Is it J.C. Duffy? Is that the cartoonist?
Yeah.
It took place at a grocery checkout line, and there was a cashier, and he had crossed. There's a sign that says 10 items or less, and he had crossed out less and written fewer.
Yeah.
And he said, I was an English major.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was thinking, isn't it supposed to be fewer and fewer of us?
Yes, definitely.
What can I say? I was an English major.
What can I say? I was an English major. Great cartoon.
Once again, this shows the amazing capacity of CartoonStock.com, you non-purchasers.
Yes, you guys can. Yeah.
No, really, it's a great site. It really is a great site. Look, it has 2,597 Nate Fakes cartoons. Right there, it tells you.
Getting up there.
I'm not trying to discourage people from buying one.
So which way around is it? So less is something that isn't countable, isn't it? So
right. So it would be fewer and fewer, but
well, it depends how you regard.
But to me, the wording
maybe they're non-corporeal, so maybe they're uncountable.
Anyway, I don't want to be that.
But it's a very clunky wording. Ever notice how there are less and less of us?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're better, darker.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like the one where this guy is a serial angel killer.
The next one is much more to the point. that explains all the dead angels.
Perfect. I
Yes,
love
there
that
we
one.
go.
That's in my
That's
top.
great.
That's no, because that's scary. Well, we can.
It is Halloween month here. It's good to have
Yeah,
this new one.
it's very Halloweenish.
That explains all the dead angels.
I love
Yeah, but
it.
that isn't the point about the previous one is that clearly he is definitely killing the angels in the first version of this. In this second version, he's just picking up a load of halos from. I mean,
Yeah, it's not as
Yeah, but-
Oh
not
no,
as
I think
clunky,
he's the
though.
killer.
But I like that. Yeah, really. Look at him. Look at he's
Yeah, he looks very suspicious.
Yeah, look at that. Of course, they all have that stare, but he does also. As this is just darker and better.
And then our final one, he's the patron saint of hoarders.
Yeah.
There is a saint of absolutely every single thing that there is. So they're actually
Are they? They're not. He doesn't look like a saint. I mean, I don't know what saints look like. I just want to say.
I was going to say, I don't know what they look like either.
I haven't had any visions, but these are angels. Like the saints would be different, right? I mean, everybody who gets up there and is good as an angel, and don't the saints, aren't they distinguished? But I guess
I'm gonna quickly turn
by all these halos.
There is no official patron saint of hoarders, but some saints are invoked for related issues. For those struggling with mental health aspects of hoarding, Saint Dipna is the patron saint.
Christianity really has it covered. Right?
There is a saint of cleaning.
There's no official saint.
There's a saint of cleaning and organizing, Saint Zita.
Zeta.
And there's a saint related to the accumulation of items, Saint Anthony of Padua. So it's
but even so, Bob's right. There is the distinction between a saint and an angel, and these are angels, not saints. I mean, they're both halos.
A saint goes to heaven.
Yeah, but they don't wear white smocks. They tend to wear their work clothes.
In heaven?
Yeah. Pretty certain.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Christian, but I'm pretty certain about this.
Actually, I think they have sort of fancy mascot uniforms.
I would think, yeah.
Mascot uniforms.
All right, so that's
interesting.
We'll bring it to our lists now.
I think it was a pretty good bunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know. I just to knock out one, and like I said, both might not make it. Which poker one do we just want to remove right now?
Knock out the one that ends on poker. Knockout is very good at poker.
He's very good at poker.
That was my choice.
All right. And here we go. So basically now we kind of look at our list, see if we want to fight for any that no one else matched up with and explain any. And right now we've got Lawrence first.
All right. Must be a recall. That's not that great. That explains all the dead angels. I really like that one. He's very good at poker. I just suggested we knock out, even though I do think that's the better version. He's the patron saint of hoarders, who already had Puppy Mill. I think should be the winner. Can we get kicked out for being envious? I thought was kind of clever. He's overestimating how many people will make it here. I also liked don't ever let him get behind you. I thought was very good actually, because it makes you picture what he's doing to get all these halos. He's sneaking up behind people and taking them. So I like that one. I would fight for that one to be in there. It was a good price, but is yours itchy? I kind of like that too. The idea that they're knockoff halos. And we can have backpacks. This is the one that Bob referred to earlier, where there was one entrant who, decided to focus on that minor detail, which I thought was clever. But the ones I would fight for are itchy. Don't ever let him get behind you. And I think the winner should be Puppy Mill. Puppy Mill.
And you want to throw any of these in there? I think my favorite of the ones is probably itchy, but I
don't ever let him get behind you was out of left field, and I thought it was very clever. Again, I like the way that it made you picture how he was getting all of these halos.
All right, well, we'll throw it in there. No one seems to be.
Well, I had that originally. I had the backpack originally. Yeah, it was hard to narrow it down.
I also
usually there was maybe 14 or 15, and then you keep going back.
This was one of the ones where it was hardest to narrow down for me too. Nate, did you have any
Likewise.
favorites that you're surprised we did not pick in ours?
I mean, just to echo you guys, it was tough. I mean, there's some really good stuff in here, and I just read, kind of went through and just the ones that grabbed my attention, I tossed in here.
Speaking of that,
like
it's
Nebo-
interesting you said ring toss too, and there were so many ring toss ones, but none of those really made it in there. Even though
there's a lot
easy.
of those.
yeah, but that's what Nate was thinking.
Well, I think one of the interesting things is there are ones that aren't very good, but they still show creativity and inventiveness.
Right.
You
Yeah,
just can't
100%.
bring off. They just can't bring off the joke.
No, that's right. I agree.
Okay, yeah. It's an idea that you wouldn't have had. Oh, there may be some joke about ring toss or an Olympics or whatever, but then it gets too clunky to just finish, or you can't figure out how to make the joke good. Although it just shows creativity in things that you wouldn't think of. And maybe there is, a joke still lurking there about the Olympics rather than whole Olympics or, some crazy thing like that. In just the idea, rings and the Olympics, that's interesting. But then there's no joke.
Yeah, I was surprised there wasn't like a ring dealer or something, something like that too, a little bit. But I'm definitely some good stuff, and I had a hard time narrowing these down. There again, I have that he went to poker night. I know we already figured that one out, but that was another. As for what ones I would totally fight for, I mean, I like the choices we have going here.
Nepo Angel is very funny considering it's entirely Nepo.
Originally, I had Nepo Angel. Also.
I like to call it the idea of that Jesus is a Nepo baby is very funny.
It was. Yeah, it was.
I found that funny too. It stuck out to me.
I thought it was. I liked it, and I didn't find it funny.
Yeah, it doesn't. The idea that Jesus is a Nepo baby is funny,
and just the concatenation of the two words, which is. It's almost like it's too much cognitive compression that you understand, and then doesn't come across as funny. Whereas, like, let's say, I think maybe I eventually knocked it out, but the thing at the puppy mills comes across as funny because of the the tragedy, the horror, the contrast of all. It just works as funny,
right?
But Nepo Angel very clever.
Yeah, and just like the last one, the dude loves a disaster. That's that's the same as the puppy mills. I actually like a lot better than that. And that didn't click right away for me for some reason, but then it hits. So I mean, again, awesome choices, and just it was tough to figure these out, and
there's a lot of capitalistic jokes too about have and have nots too, I think. So just a theme that was there.
Yeah.
All right. So for mine, I mean, I know hate vegans can be used for lots of things, but they do have a holier than thou attitude, which I thought was more appropriate. I did do that. I guess my favorite one, I mean, it explains the Dead Angels was in here. There should be a thou shalt not something for that. I just felt really looked like what he could be saying. It really looked like the guy's speaking's expression to me. I was like, oh, that really captured this cartoon guy. That seems like what he would actually be saying. So there should be a thou shalt not something for that was the one that I liked the most.
Weirdly, from your list, I really like Another Reason to Hate Vegans. I would fight for that on your behalf, Trevor. I think.
No, it's not like you're not going to get it. Okay, vegans are like, so he's getting all the halos because he's a vegan.
Yeah, well, that's the point, isn't it? It's lots.
I could see two.
But there were lots of ones of Holier Than Thou. This was the best. This feels like the best version on the Holier Than Thou.
No.
But Lawrence could probably weigh in on this because you've seen all from the New Yorker caption. That seems like something that people.
No, it is something. I said that it is something that's always thrown together a vegan joke, but in this time it attacks the core of being a vegan, which is being a
that's not good enough.
And then sometimes I wish greed was still a sin, obviously, is appropriate, but maybe I'm just thinking of our reflection.
Really, Trevor, you picked all the wrong one, which is hard. I mean, I think that's
really. Thou shalt not. All right, well, we'll skip.
Anyway, I'm only kidding.
I got to know when I'm fired if I have to finish this.
All right.
Yeah, Trevor got dead angels in there.
Okay. All right, Bob. Let's see what you got.
Teacher's pet. Well, that's like the Nepo angel. This explains all the dead angels. I definitely did. Only one's real. The rest are fakes.
Oh gosh. I saw that one too.
Yeah.
I get it all the time.
Sense, but it definitely made me laugh because the people were and probably let's face it, you've got a name which as a kid might not have been easy.
It was challenging, and to this day, with the emergence of AI and everything too, I still hear it like, are these fake or are these fakes? Or No, it's like honest to God, last name is fakes. Yeah. I'm like a last of the Mohican. There's not many of us out there, but yeah, it's blessing and a curse, I guess. It's
I did like it. I wouldn't have it there. It comes as the very last word, and certainly surprised me. I'm sure it made everybody smile. I doubt that at the point that you hit that. Of course, it doesn't quite make. There's always something where you have to really suspend disbelief because they're all fakes.
True.
But they're all fakes. Accident at the puppy mill. Obviously, I like that. Should have sprung for premium. I think that's good. I like the way. I'm very attuned to just cadence of a sentence for me. Mm-hmm. Should have sprung for premium is just the way you have. It makes sense. His turn to work the door, I like, because that explains it in a sort of silly way. You're from Venus, I'm from Mars, he's from Saturn.
Oh, God, that's a bad pun one.
Well, I think it's good. I think it's surprising. You know what I mean? In that it's maybe there were some other ones that dealt with Saturn. This one,
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, I think he's the guy who knows the guy. He should be one of them. And
there is another one. Those souls from Saturn are always showing off.
So okay, well, see, that's so much better than that. Just glad we made the cut.
Just be glad, yeah.
I just have a strong liking for just the cadence of sentences like that they work. Just glad we made the cut, which explains, like, okay, what's that?
But not his. It doesn't explain his eyebrow raised. The suspiciousness of him and the concern on her.
Yeah, we're having to include eyebrows.
we spent a half hour on waving.
Hell of a poker player. So let me see. Obviously that explains all the dead angels should go in. The puppy mill, I think we agree on. I don't have to fight for any of those. I do. Let's look at look at those. Hell of a poker player. I think I would have that. I would have the poker player go in also as one of them.
All right. Well, there's 3 already. Yeah, in there. Yeah. Joel.
Where's my? Oh, yes. There you go. So first of all, 2 of mine have already been knocked out. So he's very good at poker, which both me and Lawrence had, but Lawrence betrayed me and has decided to run with the alternative, which is fine. And then ever noticed how there were less and less of us here was the alternative to the less good. What's the alternative? Something about also angels have disappeared or something. I don't know. But I still think ever notice how there are less and less of us is creepier or darker in some way. So, but anyway, I've lost on those 2. For the others, I knew when I picked Oh No, Sonic Died that no one else would pick that. I don't know if it's generation.
What does it mean?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog collects.
I don't know anything about Sonic the
Yeah,
Hedgehog.
exactly. So
Does he have a lot of rings?
Yeah.
he collects. That's what he collects.
Oh,
That's what he gets. Yeah.
He collects what?
So it's a platform. Oh God, I feel like I'm talking to my grandfather, Bob. So
It's a popular video game.
It's a popular video game, but is he collect Halos?
the what game?
No, he collects.
Basically, yeah. What game?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, so I see. He died, and when he went up, he has all these rings.
He collects things. This is.
He just
And then
collects
when he
them. I don't know.
dies, all the rings he collects go fall out of him again.
This is exactly.
He's a hoarder.
Yeah. He grabs rings. That's his whole deal.
He and
Lots and lots of rings. That's the whole game is you run through and grab rings. That actually, to hit to.
that's not really bad once you understand that. You know what I mean? I mean, I didn't know it, or I mean, I suspected it was something like that. But if you and if
you even have onion ring tie-ins at Regal Cinemas, so yeah, there's quite a few.
Well, but
Nice. Onion rings.
But since Gramps didn't understand it,
Yeah, we'll have to move on. But I put it in there because I did think it was quite clever. He's very good at poker. I can't remember if that is still in the. Oh, that was the one that got wasn't it? Here's one. It's from left field that really genuinely tickled me. O'Grady's putting the words "first divine shower curtain." I thought that was very clever.
There's a new documentary on John.
I also felt that also. Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
I had to think it through.
There's that scene in Planes.
It's a pretty big shower curtain.
Yeah, but it was just a very inventive take on the rings. I just thought it was nice.
There's a popular John Candy.
This is like what would happen to me if I went up on Amazon and ordered shower curtain rings. I would have ordered somehow the wrong ones.
Or get 5,000 of them or something.
Yeah.
There's a documentary right now on John Candy, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is constantly getting revisited, and he sells shower curtain rings in that movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So that one was actually, I wanted to fit it in. It just wasn't that funny, but it made me feel good. Like it was nice.
Shower curtain for the big guy.
Yeah.
But,
The big guy.
Yeah, that's better. I accept that. So again, the next one down is another play on. I think I'm trying to find other ways that people would use the rings. So I can see why that wouldn't be taken by most people. I like that. The next one, I get darker. I hate Plane Crash Tuesdays.
That one made me laugh, but it's very.
I had that originally also, but then I decided it was
Too dark.
Yeah,
I
we got other good dark ones, but it did.
We'll go with the other dark one.
I think the reason why, I can say I'm going to lose, but I like it because it goes against his expression. He's got this very benign expression on his face, and he's just tootling off because a whole plane has crashed, and he's got he's got a backpack full of halos. I think it's lovely.
Well, we already have the puppy mill.
Yeah, that's the same deal, I guess, and that the puppy
joke. I mean, that's why we.
There was a couple school shooting ones that were not funny as well.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you there. Plane crash is abstract enough not to be as specific. Very few people have actually lost a loved one in a plane crash, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I think we're safe. Similar thing, another dark one. Everyone tried your mum's casserole.
I almost put that in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I got a lot of almost from the rest of the crew, so thank you. Less and less of us we've already discussed. This one I found intriguing. I know what he did, but it still ain't fair. What did he do?
Yeah,
quite like that. His turn to work the door. I didn't know we could negotiate. That was quite nice as well. That was a different angle that I wouldn't expect.
But one of the questions is, so what? What's the point? So you can see the point that this is. He knows the guy, that this means that he's in extraordinary good graces. And this is a way of signaling virtue. And then other stuff. Well, what is the use of these things other than that? What is the use? I guess there was some reception jokes or, stuff like that. I didn't know we could negotiate. And okay, now he's got all the rings. What good does that do him?
That's the joke, isn't it? That's what makes it funny in my head. It's like,
yes, right.
It's missing a punchline. I don't know. It is mysterious, though. I give it credit.
I mean, so I think there's all of it is a bit of a suspension of logic, but some of the things are so nice in that this makes complete sense. It makes complete sense. He needs a lot of halos because for all the puppies, right?
Well, no, wait. But if a halo is a sign of goodness, then the more halos, the gooder you are. When you say, "Well, I'm a gooder person," but
I just don't. Maybe if the cartoon had them stacked up like a layered hamburger or something like that on their heads.
It's the fact he's got a.
I almost did that actually. It's funny.
You almost did it like that. Like if the joke.
Yeah, I almost had him on.
That's fair. That's a fair answer, Trevor. I accept that. Yeah.
If you had them there, then it would clearly It would clearly indicate that the plane crash makes sense. Once he's got to distribute them.
Yeah.
I mean, the other part of where there was ones where he's a scalper, right? And then it's like, oh, there are people who need them who are already up here and don't have them, or I guess the idea was that he sells them at the gate or something.
Yeah, I think broadly speaking, there's just a lot of good choices in this. There are too many good jokes. I mean, I think normally we have a bit of a desert, but this caption I think has been very good. So
I would back Joel up on saying I don't know we could negotiate, but I don't like it enough to get it in the top 6.
Almost Lawrence.
But I do. I'm on Joel's side.
Yeah.
It's
not terrible.
Thanks, Trevor.
I think it's good, just not good enough.
All right. Our wonderful customers, who we wouldn't have this without them. These are the only ones that are in order. In my day, you had to earn them. Now you get them just for participating.
Too long.
Yeah, I like it, but it's too long.
You could do a participation trophy somehow quick. Some of us had to earn ours. That's a DEI joke. There were several DEI mentions there.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
It's a little weird.
I was wondering if people did that because the angel with all the halos
he's dark,
maybe black, although he's not. I mean, it was very odd, but I think that because his skin is darker, you got a lot of bad DEI jokes.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why we got them. Yeah, none of them made it in. But do they bring him joy? I mean, the Mary Kondo jokes are. Do you think they fell, or did he push them? Another one about killing angels. He's one of the better.
Clumsy version.
Yeah, it's clumsy. He's one of the better angels.
It's not a bad pun.
That's like the better angels of our nature, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a gift shop.
Just made me laugh. Actually, that's quite good.
There were several gift shop ones, though.
It's not bad.
He knows a guy who knows the guy.
Mm-hmm.
How could I not covet? Which I like.
Yeah,
that one I like. That one was one of my hardest ones to knock out of my top 10. I do like that one.
Hell of a poker player.
And he's the patron saint of hoarders.
Can I just point out at this point that me and Lawrence both picked the other poker one, and you and the public chose hell of a poker player.
I've always said how much I love the public. How I feel sometimes almost at one with them. And that's hard because a lot of them smell.
All right. So here we are. We could go. We want to do it on the cartoon or on this list?
On the cartoon.
On the cartoon. Let me just add the only one that we included. righty.
It's a tough one.
So let me just get these here. All right. So let me make sure I erase. Which one did we erase? The 100th time we erased hell of a poke. No, we erased. He's very good at poker.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we got. In no particular order. He knows a guy who knows the guy.
I think that should definitely be one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell of a poker player.
Okay, that should be one. Okay, not the winner.
It's his turn to work the door.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It doesn't.
I think that Lawrence's don't ever let him get behind you is good.
Well, this one it doesn't.
I mean, it's just very surprising in that, and then we imagine. In each instance, if we can imagine something else happening, that's sort of funny, which is that he's snatching.
It doesn't really capture his suspicion, and it's not really a laughing joke.
What, this one, the working the door?
This one.
Yeah, I
agree.
think we knocked this one out.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had 3 that were in the top 6 that just immediately got knocked out, but that's fine.
But
I had the guy with halos.
they're all good. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Not here.
There was an accident at the puppy mill.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And then now his face is one of like disgust and horror instead. Don't ever let him get behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. It is good.
that should be a runner-up.
But let's have
Yeah.
dead angels.
Ever notice how there are less and less of us here?
That's the one you decided to get rid of, wasn't it?
No, we hadn't decided.
It's clunky and it's grammatically incorrect.
Yeah.
Well, depends how you view angels, but I see your point.
That explains all the dead angels.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's the patron saint of hoarders.
I do not.
How many are we at now?
We are at 6.
Well, then that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Because I
I
think
don't-
that's
I don't
better.
want-
This one's better than the one that we erased. The less.
I don't want. He's the patron saint of hoarders.
You know what? Can I, Trevor? Can I fight for another one of my 10 that you didn't? Put in?
Yeah, please.
If we're to knock out hoarders.
Oh, it's right at the very end. He's always coming in.
What do you want to try?
Like Columbo, one more thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Which one, Lawrence?
Now I have to see mine again. I'm sorry, I don't have mine in front of me. But there's one I know I wanted to
You're
fight.
fighting for one you can't even remember.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
can't remember.
Oh, see, that's it. That shows the ideological polarization when people are fighting. They can't remember what they're fighting for. I feel like
okay. The one that I was going to fight for was it was a good price, but it's yours, Itchy. I thought it was kind of
no.
Better than hoarders.
okay. If it's not better than hoarders, then keep hoarders.
It's not better.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I threw mine in just to see, but no one likes it. All right. All right. So we have our 6.
What do you mean? We do have them?
Yes.
We have 6. We just have
We
to.
have our 6. Real quick. Let's do this fast. These are our finals. He knows a guy who knows the guy.
Yes.
Finalist.
Hell of a poker player.
Player. Okay.
Finalist.
There was an accident at the puppy.
Yes.
Possible winner.
Don't ever let him get behind
Okay,
you.
yes.
Good.
Yeah.
That explains all the
Dead
names.
angels, good.
Yeah.
He's the patron saint of hoarders.
Fine.
Okay, all right.
I just want to understand why saints don't go to heaven.
I would rather have he's working the door than that. And that's how
that really
that's
just
how
drives
I
his.
would actually have the caption. He's working the door.
I'm fine with
That's
that.
not the this face for the working the door.
So he's the patron saint of hoarders. That works for the.
Well, it's a little suspicious.
Well, how does that work? He's a patron saint of hoarders.
That works much better than it's his turn to work the door.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
that expression is hard. I mean, I'm
Right, but we always
He's the patron saint of hoarders.
remember the pirate joke where you completely discounted the guy
because we said that when we introduce people, we wave to them, and we all agreed that we do that. You're the only one who doesn't wave.
I go with the pirate one again.
Why would it be so odd to wave to someone when you?
All right, so what is the winner?
Wait. Let's fix this, Bob. You want to get? You hate the patron saint of hoarders?
I hate the hoarders one as well. Anything other than that.
I hate that. But first of all, he's not a saint.
I don't get how saints aren't angels, but yes, we'll put this.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
That doesn't make any sense.
because you don't like. Imagine a Christmas card. On a Christmas card, you will see angels around a tree. You don't see St. Nicholas and St. Jude around a tree, do
I
you?
think this is our first theological argument.
The two
All these years.
Yeah, it's his turn to work.
the two Jewish guys will explain to us.
I would like this one if the guy holding all the halos had like a frown on him and the guy in the background was not so.
All right, I
shocked.
understand. So draw it over.
Let me get my eraser.
All right.
And
I want to know how Trevor knew that I was Jewish.
Oh, I thought I didn't.
No, I'm kidding.
I was talking about Bob and Joel.
Often and so this would go against the order thing. Often in a caption contest, you can't have everything. You know what I mean? Because there's always might be some little element, and you're forced to choose between, oh, let me make this absolutely correct with some little thing in it, or let me have a funnier joke. I mean, that's what you did with the whole pirates thing. Yeah, let's do the door because it's my company. Okay. Let's do the door, or you know what?
No, it's been done.
Itchy.
It's been done. Good. All
Or
right.
Itchy, actually, Itchy's funnier for me. I choose Itchy if people just hate the hoarders one.
Yeah, we hate the hoarders.
Let's look at the Itchy real quick.
Oh my God, I might actually get this in.
I don't even know what screen is being shared right now, so apologize.
I think it is very funny, the itchy one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, it comes out of left field. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This one's actually funnier than others, so yes.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. So
Agreed.
just get rid of hoarders.
And it works with the expression, Bob. You can't complain. Itchy definitely works with that face.
Well, it's funny too because like you imagine that like is it lice or what? You know, with being on top of the head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it does work with the expression. And
Whoever submitted this one owes me $50.
And I will say, it was an early choice. It wasn't like, I think probably for most of us, that happens.
I mean, it's fitting that this happened because, like we said, we all had a hard time getting to 10. So, of course, we have a hard time getting to 6.
Yeah.
So, what is the winner?
So, So the ones that people seem to like the most are there was an accident at the puppy mill.
Yes.
Very good.
And that explains all the dead angels.
Puppy Mill.
If it's a choice between those two, I would say Puppy Mill. But the other good one was the Don't Let Him Get Behind You. I thought that worked very well as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Puppy Mill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Puppy Mill.
Puppy mill. There was an accident
That's my vote.
at the puppy mill. All right, let's find out what sick individual
Bastard.
did this one. All right, there was an accident at the puppy mill. Congratulations to Dennis Pearl. Dennis,
Oh.
yes, nice to see a new name.
New name. Yeah.
A new name. Congratulations to Dennis. I'm actually just very curious to see what his.
What about the rest of our?
Yeah.
I will say we actually shouted out another one of Dennis's. He wrote those souls from Saturn are always showing off. So it's, I was like to see the other ones. All right. So that explains the dead angels. Brandon Lonexac.
He's a frequent winner.
Yeah, he's a frequent winner. Don't let him get behind you. Don't ever let him get behind you. Ito Steinberg. He's also one.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a poker player. Charles Ingerson. Wow, people are doing well here. There's a lot of going to have to do a 1099 for some of these people.
Right.
A guy who knows the guy. He knows a guy who knows the guy. Kathy Roble Cornell, who's also won before.
Yeah.
And the last one, Lawrence's one, the Itchy. It was a good price, but is yours itchy? Scott Charles. Congratulations to Scott.
Nice.
$40. Actually, Bob wanted the other one removed. So actually, let's look at the patron saint of hoarding because we feel so bad about leaving this person. Leaving this poor person. He's the patron saint of hoarders. You did not win. Oh, Ito Steinberg. All right, so he can still he can still rest knowing that he did win.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And Nate, you actually did not have a caption for it.
I did not. When doing it, I did not have a caption for it. And then as we've gone through them now a few times, a couple of them kind of hit my mind. Like, I love the idea of those being like maybe second hand or something. Halos, they got them at a discount, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Something that's kind of like the itchy, the itchy.
Right,
hair,
and that he's. I mean, that's how they. That's how they get them.
Yeah, it's a great image.
Yeah.
So the artist usually sends us, like 5 to 10, and we have some deliberation over which one we choose. But in this one, everyone right away was like, "Oh, the Halos one was the funniest." So we also chose this one pretty quickly. So. Thank you very much, Nate. Thanks to everyone for entering.
Yeah, guys.
Next month.
Okay.
Good times. Awesome.